Hello and welcome to Fedmail. Thank you for joining us on this Friday afternoon, this snowy Friday afternoon from right here in Central Mass. If you're joining us from anywhere else in the country, we wish you good weather, but more importantly, good health. I hope you're feeling optimistic about the COVID numbers. They continue to decline. With any luck, we will be seeing each other in the not too distant future in person. I'm really looking forward to that, and I'm sure you are too. In the meantime, please continue to be safe. Take all the necessary precautions. And again, if there's anything you need from us, please let Federation know. Please let us know. We're here to assist you, to help in any way. I know these are challenging times. Many of us are really facing hardships, and Federation is here to help. If you know of someone in the community who might not be receiving Fedmail or receiving digital copies of the ledger, which is now how the ledger is delivered, please let us know. We'd love to reach out to them. We don't want to leave anyone behind. And we've been fundraising to develop a pool of funds to help to assist. I also want to encourage you to continue to support our local Jewish organizations and institutions. They certainly need your help right now. If you're not a member of a congregation, please join. If you're not a member of the JCC, join. If you haven't yet supported Federation and our community through the annual campaign, please do so. You can visit Federation's website, jfcm.org, or just reach out to the office. We need your support and your assistance so we can help to keep our community strong, stable, and supported. I want to let you know about a few programs coming up and something that we had this week that was very special. We were joined by the CEO, the new CEO of Friends of the IDF, and let me tell you, Rabbi Stephen Weil was fantastic. We recorded the conversation. It is available in this edition of Fedmail. Don't miss it. He spoke for about an hour straight on a number of topics related to all things from foreign policy to the future of Jewry in North America, and of course talked about the importance and the exceptional nature of the Israeli Defense Force. So don't miss it. You can look for that link right here in Fedmail. Also, we have several contests taking place and scholarship funds available. The first is the Yom HaShoah Art and Essay Challenge. Now, this is something that Larry and Sherry Khan had organized and managed for a number of years. It's a really important part of our Yom HaShoah commemoration. The Yom HaShoah commemoration, we don't have information yet to publicize for that, but this challenge is a great opportunity for the young people in our community and really throughout the region to take part in art and essay challenge. So this year's topic is the Warsaw Ghetto Uprising, a unique moment in Jewish history, particularly a unique moment in the Holocaust, when young ghetto soldiers rose up to fight against what was really complete annihilation in the face of the Nazi war machine. They were able to hold out for several weeks, which came as a huge shock to Nazi leadership, having run over Germany and the Netherlands and Poland, all in just a very short period of time. Here were these fighters who had experienced incredible hardship living in the conditions of the ghetto, able to fight back and hold off the Nazi war machine for several weeks. It's a tragic moment in our history, but certainly a moment of pride and something that should be continued to be taught among the lessons of the Holocaust. So you can see the flyer for that. I also want to acknowledge and thank B'nai B'rith, our local B'nai B'rith chapter, who are once again sponsoring the Yom HaShoah Art and Essay Challenge. And due to their generosity, we were able to increase the prize amounts this year, a little more incentive for our young people to be involved in that Art and Essay Challenge. So please pass along that flyer, make sure they know about it, and make sure they participate. We also have a number of camp scholarships available and scholarships available for Israel experiences and other Jewish experiences. So if you're a young person and you're planning to go to summer camp this year, be sure to download the flyer, send it back to us. We'd love to help make Jewish summer camp and these experiences more affordable for you. All the research shows that if you want to have strong Jewish identity among our young people, you have to engage and support experiences like this. So we're happy to support it and make sure you do that. Now, on to a few programs that are coming up. Tomorrow, February 20th, Beth Israel is hosting our past young emissary, Aviv Leitmer Grosser, on a Purim program. So this is going to be a study session with her talking about Purim, and it sounds like it's just going to be terrific. You can look at the flyer for that. I don't want to get the information wrong, but you don't want to miss it. Our past young emissaries have done amazing things since they've left Central Mass. Of course, they go on to join the Army. They have really interesting positions and experiences there, and then they've gone on to the working world, had families, and they always talk to us about their experiences and then lead these different programs. So this week, it's about Purim, with, of course, Purim coming up. Should be really great. Check out the flyer for that. And again, thank you to BI for co-hosting. We're also looking for an apartment for a shaliach. Now, with our Young Emissary program on hold due to COVID, we will next year be welcoming a shaliach into the community, which really is just an older form of a young emissary. And we've got a great person in mind. We're not yet announcing it, but we're really excited about it. But we need an apartment for this person. We don't do homestays with the shaliach like we do with the young emissaries. So if you have an apartment or you know of someone who does, please let us know. We'd love to explore any opportunities. Next up on Sunday, February 21st, Hadassah is doing a terrific benefit, really star-studded event. Lior Raz from Fauda, Gwyneth Paltrow, of course, the famous actress, Jason Alexander, the former star of Seinfeld, and Michael Bloomberg are coming together for a program called Heal Our World. And again, that's brought to us by Hadassah. That's on Sunday, February 21st. Also with Hadassah, coming up next week on February 23rd, Hadassah Magazine executive editor Lisa Hosteen and Jean Chatzky. Jean Chatzky is a financial editor for the NBC Today's show, and they will be talking about financial literacy as it relates to COVID and just the world we live in today. I love those kind of programs, and I'm sure you will too. Thank you to Hadassah for sharing that program with us. There are a ton of Purim events taking place over the next week. Always exciting. Purim is such a great holiday, and I remember last year actually, the Purim celebration at the JCC was the last in-person event that I went to. There were bottle dancers there, put the bottles on our head like in Fiddler on the Roof. And I was doing that, and then 2 days later, or within that week, we shut down for COVID. So here we are, a year later, celebrating Purim. There are a lot of ways to celebrate. All of our congregations are just doing fabulously terrific stuff. You can check out the flyers for those in Fedmail. Be sure to check with your congregation too. Always good to keep in touch with them. And then in the coming weeks, we have a Unity Seder brought to you by the Worcester Black Jewish Alliance. That's a program of Jewish Federation. We invite a lot of the local dignitaries, rabbis to take part in that. That should be great. The JCC Gala coming up the second week of March. We have a great lead program. Our lead series continues with a wonderful program about a young man who grew up in the Arab world, hating Israel, and his evolution to becoming a supporter of Zionism and supporter of Israel. That sounds terrific. Looking forward to that. And of course, the Life and Legacy and Outreach program, wine tasting. So we don't want you to miss any of those. Be sure to sign up if you haven't yet. And as I said before, continue to be healthy. This week has been very busy for us. We're continuing our work at the cemeteries. And I also personally had an interesting experience. I have a pair of my grandfather's to fill in from really back in the 1930s, 1940s. And we have a hand-embroidered bag with his name on it. And so I wanted to learn more about it. I brought it to one of our local rabbis who brought it down to Brooklyn to have it inspected, looked at, and the parchment inside was very interesting. It was a very special type of tefillin, and I got them back this week, and it's just something that I don't have a lot of mementos from my grandfather who passed away before I was born, so this is a special connection for me, and I really appreciate that I'm able to do that. So thank you to the Liberos for making that, the Liberos and the Torah Center for making that possible. I enjoy sharing them and sharing them with my other family members. Hearing about the special parchment inside was really nice to tell my aunts and uncles about that. So with that, I want to wish you once again a good Shabbos. Look forward to seeing you next week. Stay warm, stay dry, stay healthy, and keep supporting Jewish life in Central Mass and around the world. Thanks again. Take care. Bye-bye.